Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Final Fantasy Randomizer Fall League 2024 Finals. My name is Lord Fizzlebeef, and joined with me in the booth today is Danny. How's it going, Danny?
Going pretty well. I'm really excited for this race. I'm also a little
Mm-hmm.
terrified to be doing comms on this race because,
Uh-huh.
oh boy, it's about to be a thing.
This is this is a wild horse, not gonna lie. But what we have for you today is a glorious, jolly cooperative 4v4 co-op race contest. Over on the left-hand side, we have the Temple of Friends Revisited, all fiends enabled. We got Shumbabi, Woobear, Luffy DV, and Pickles and Beer. Over on the right, we've got Merry Band of Misfits featuring Sir Linkalot, Guardian Marcus, Kumo, and Dark Moon.
Don't adjust your screens, people. There's 8 people there.
Mm-hmm.
That is exactly what you're looking at.
So, the rules for this here contest that we got going on, we have the race will start, and the first member of each team will start. That will be Shumbabi and Sir Lancelot. Their goal is to find and kill a fiend and then light the orb. Once the orb is lit, the second person starts. The second person must then light the second orb, thus releasing the third person. Third person lights third orb. Fourth person lights fourth orb. Once the fourth person lights the fourth orb, all 4 party members are able to go into Topher. We're using the co-op script for this, so the orbs are shared across the entire team, as are the rest of the key items. Um, and that all seems like super easy stuff, so we have a flag set to match. Danny?
So, flag set is floor entrance shuffle with deep towns, which means we have no clue where any of the towns are. We have no clue where any of the entrances are. We have no clue where any of the fiends are. So, while it is find a fiend, kill a fiend, tag in the next person, the big problem is finding them and then finding the way to get them down.
Mm-hmm.
We also had just 3 incentivized locations. We have ice, we have ordeals, we have sky, but it is random. So even if you find it, not a clue where the incentive item is. So you're going to have to open the boxes till you find it. And scaling is big. Scaling is real big. So even so what you really kind of hope for if you find an early fiend and you're in a low level, you're kind of hoping you have like an insta kill that'll get through
Mm-hmm.
it because otherwise it's gonna be a while.
The fiends today are absolute massive jonkers. On stats alone, they are 100 to 250%. That's a lot, but health is even higher. We're looking at 250 minimum up to 350% health. To give you some fun Twitch math on that, that means everyone's favorite doormat Lich now is going to, at a minimum, have the same health as a war mech.
I just so basically the first numbers you threw out were the chonker numbers. And the second set of numbers you threw out was the oh lord he coming numbers. Got
Yes.
it.
So, like, 4-digit health for every fiend. Um, and what does that mean for chaos? Well, that depends on what chaos is, because we have a random final boss, and that could be double dragon, that could be whack a garland, that could be fun dead, that could be the double kraken with sahag pack. Um, we're all gonna find out together when we get there.
A
Um,
fun group activity.
but we at least hand them a lot of experience for like very high experience scaling, and it goes up by 100% per orb. And it looks like we are off, and we have a
Okay.
temper hammer in the first weapon shop already. Um, that's a bonus. That is a strong bonus. Waiting to get the stream synced up a bit. Do do do.
All right, there we go. Now we're nice and synced.
Some high profile armors, but nothing I can identify out of the gate immediately. Already some re-rolling going on in response to what was seen. We've got level 1 Nuke and Fast and Quake. Oh boy.
I'm a little
Looks
jealous I rolled this seed for them.
right. So, in response to level 1 magic, Blue Bear has re-rolled into Thief White Double Red. And out of the gate, we have ourselves Temple of Fiends at Canaria Castle.
Which is not going to be a problem at all.
Mm-hmm.
Not with level 1 nuke and level 1
Mm-hmm.
cake. And it looked like we also start with two AoE items. One is a heal item and one's an AoE item, but because magic is shuffled on our items, who knows what you're gonna get on those things. So even what would normally be a heal item could end up being like fire 2 or something crazy. So, and it looked like we might have started with a cake quake item. I'm
We
not
have
sure.
we started with a Harm 3 stick. There is a cube for sale, very, very cheap in the Canaria item shop. And we also saw some re-rolling going on over on, I believe it was Dark Moon's screen, re-rolling into a black belt to take later. We might be seeing similar from Kumo. Likely some discussion going on because both teams are in separate communication chats with each other. So when one person finds something, they can tell the others and say, "Hey, guess what? It's black belt time."
Yeah, they're finding like they're basing their parties now on what information they have that they didn't have at start. So the
Mhm,
found Alpha and Matoya. We found ice at the Tove entrance.
mhm.
Shoot saw it and said, no thank you. And now it's just basically popping in and out of entrances and noting what he
Mhm.
finds. Someone
So,
is taking a lot of notes over on that team.
mhm. Meanwhile, we found Crescent, and Crescent has ribbons for sale for a little under 7,000. Very, very cheap ribbons if we can get them. This is not something that Shum is likely to bump into because in our first bit of major divergence, Shum went north, whereas Link is clearing out the inner sea.
June going. We found Earth One at double top, and he went and checked the tiles there. Because one thing you're gonna want is a lot of levels before you
Hmm.
you head into Topher at the end of this. So
Hmm.
checking tiles is gonna be really important.
Hmm. And
Oh,
already we have our first fiend spotted. It is Kraken, but I don't know. I don't think we have anything that can handle a Kraken. So we're going to backtrack a little bit, open some boxes, hope we get lucky. An opal bracelet is great. Um, but this Kraken is going to have somewhere between, let's see, 8, 6, somewhere between 2,000 and 2,800 health. So,
June finding Canaria Castle at the volcano location. Sarah
I
either
think that was
found
Link.
or Link. So many people.
I know.
Um, thank God. And then the king had the key, which is something you really glad to find like early on because loot and key are the two items you absolutely have to find.
Hmm.
Others you may or may not need. Like we bought that key early, we may not need it. Um, but key and loot you absolutely have to have.
Hmm. So right now, the pattern seems to be that Shum is diving into a location and then bailing. Link has had some locations that have sort of demanded a bit more attention, like Canaria Castle. You get a couple key items. Towns, you want to check out the shops and spells and whatnot. Um, so I would say Shum has more entrances looked at, but Link has definitely found more useful things.
Interesting that he went in, saw that sky floor, and then left because we have an incentive on sky and we don't know which of the sky floors it is.
Mhm.
Ooh, second fiend spotted at Northwest Castle. We have ourselves a carry. And we have
And
ourselves
we're
level
gonna
one loot.
try it. Chat pointing out, Shum picked up Bane at level 3, might be trying to Bane Kraken in the not too distant future. In the meantime,
Mhm.
we're shuffling the Quake shirt around. I think we're going to be leaning on insta kills for this. Let's see what we do. Wait, Quake. Quake. We're
Yeah,
going with Quake strats.
we're not even trying for nuke. We're just gonna pretend carry is lich and hope it works.
Mm-hmm. The math on this, like, it's not 3 into 56, but like it's down there. Um, but we make it
Oh,
through. Dang the odds, full speed ahead, as Link is the first to an orblet. Guardian Marcus is off to the races.
it's a little over 6 minutes in. We have our first fiend. That's super fast.
Mm-hmm. Shu, meanwhile, gonna take a shot at this Kraken fight. I know we picked up Bane. What are we looking at for charges? We got Un, we got Du. First one goes off. No. Second one goes off. No. Kraken retaliates, takes out a non-Bane caster. We continue. Let's try one. Let's try two. Kraken responds with Ink. Ink is good. However, that red mage is out of useful insta-kills. We're going to try 3 into 56. Thunder comes out. Thunder's going to wreck that party. He resets. He goes back in. Looks like Link found Provoka. Still clearing inner C, perhaps?
Oh, and those pirates have rub?
Yes, we have unsafe pirates, which basically,
Oh,
it doesn't guarantee that they have something, but what it does is it adds them to the list of enemies that may have a script attached to them.
it's been a while since I've seen this flag. So it's rare when you go, wait, why are people dying to pirates? Oh,
Mhm.
and they have frost. Oh, this is gross. Question in chat. Question in chat. So how does the relay work again? So we have 4 people on each team. The first person on each team starts. Once they have found and killed a fiend, it could be any fiend in the game out of the 4 that we have to do. Once they have taken one down and lit the orb for that fiend, the second person starts. That person then has to find a second separate fiend. It cannot be the first one again. And light that orb, and then so forth and so on for the third and the fourth. And then once all 4 orbs are lit, all the entire team has to do Tober and make their way through the random alt fiend chaos that we have waiting for them in store today.
Mhm. So Shum is now on attempt 3 to get through this Kraken fight. Laser focus right now on this Kraken, just to get our next person into the run. Um, rather than trying to look for a different fiend elsewhere. Given what we have to start with, I kind of like this. And
Ruse of life level 2, so good. I feel in flags like these, there's spells that you want. Nuke early is amazing.
mhm,
Insta kills are actually I feel like in this you're gonna like them a lot better
mhm,
because of, like we said, the early fiends, Shum getting through Kraken with
mhm,
um and like the cake working on carry.
mhm.
You're gonna want fast, you're gonna want temper, you're gonna want a life spell, and hold your ears, Fizzle. You're
Uh-huh.
gonna want evasion.
Now, speaking of sacrilege, I was having a thought about this, and based on where these boss stats are, I actually almost want a white mage. Like normally, you don't need no white mage. Like just bowl them over with nuke. Just hop in the nuke bulldozer and just go to town. But like when you're staring down 3,500 health, like
Now, y'all heard him say that. I guarantee you when we do the third place race on
uh,
Wednesday, our boy here won't have one.
probably not. It's very high likelihood, but I'll think about it real hard. Ooh, and an eye tile spotted by Sir Linkalot on a Sharknado floor at what appears to be Melmond location.
Hmm. Everyone with the black belt's real happy right now. Shum getting their crown is going to get the key for their team.
Yuma's gonna find that carry very shortly, and it will be up to Woo Bear to take it down. Similarly, I think Sir Linkalot is gonna find that Kraken very soon, and it will be up to Guardian Marcus to take that down. We have not found either Lich or Tia yet. Anybody would be happy to see Lich. Like, even with this health,
We
like,
started with
it's
Quake
not a
items.
free kill, but like we started with Quake,
Yeah.
so like, yeah.
And level 1 Lich. Like either one, it's
Yeah.
getting you through that Lich.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Tia,
I think I would almost want to get Lich last, because that last person is kind of playing catch up, trying to get their levels, trying to get those things done, and they can get that orb down a lot faster than they're going to be able to get Tia down. And if they get it down before they start grinding, they're going to have all the experience in the world, because they have all 4 orbs lit, which our experience is based on.
very true. But there is something to be said for just hitting the speed bump and giving yourself more time to grind because it was a faster kill. Honestly, either way works, I think.
Wait, is that not what I said? I thought I said to kill Lich then grind, or did you say the other way? I think this has turned my brain into mush.
I think this has turned my brain into mush. I'm trying to pay attention to 4 screens at once with the anticipation of the other 4 jumping into it anytime now. Which, speaking of, Woobear has found Carrie.
Yeah. I'm gonna admit, I'm gonna get names wrong all night. So y'all just
yeah.
get used to it. It's perfectly fine. Well, the names aren't right beside him, and Luffy's is closest to the second person. I just saw Luffy and it fell out of my mouth. There's the Oxyel there on that second sky floor that that Link ran past earlier. So good thing he went back and saw him, because we've already seen the on-rack location, if I recall correctly. So that could be hiding something we need. So it's a good thing he went back and checked those boxes.
Woobear going for nuke strats against this here carry. Carry opens with Blizzard, so that's a bad time, and Woobear withdraws from the carry dungeon.
Hopped in, saw what we were doing, where we were at. It has saved.
I'd say that gives Merry Band of Misfits a slight edge right now, but the difficulty is both teams, like their lead person, went gambling on a very difficult threat. And so I think it's also possible that our second character is going to play a little bit more cautious, try and get more like stats and stuff behind them to make it a lot more of a safe play.
Also, we saw on the Misfit side, one of my favorite things about co-op is when one person gets an item and then the second person is right there by it. So we saw Link get the Oxyel, and then almost immediately we saw Guardian Marcus in on-rack going in. Even if it's in a relay form, I love co-op so much. It's just the best way to play FFR. And you will never ever convince me otherwise. Woobear dancing in the doorway over there. Waiting on this guy. I know what he's doing. So he got the slab from Sarda. And if you saw him dancing around in there, he wasn't actually happy about it or that happy about it. You never know. It might be something he needs. What he was doing is he was waiting for Shum and the rest of his teammates to get the slab. Because of the way the lure works, any of their key items they get is shared amongst everyone on the team. So what you saw was he got the slab, and as soon as it showed up for Shum and the little red writing on the top of his screen, it said, "Hey, you've now got the slab." Woobear's like, "I ain't walking out of here," and immediately reset out and was back to the overworld.
Meanwhile, Sir Linkalot went to Mirage Tower and found Lich. The free lunch whistle was sounded, and Guardian Marcus is here immediately, looking for someone to bully.
And as you say that, he is black belt. Kids,
We don't need
take
that.
a temporary nap. A
Yeah,
temporary nap. It's fine.
it's fine. We need at most one
Oh,
character.
June just found his lich,
Mm.
which I'm waiting on like Woobear to see. He's probably gonna finish looking to see what's here because I don't think June's
Hmm.
been there yet, and just gonna immediately reset out and be like, "Lich, I'm a coming." See,
Hmm.
that's what I was saying. That cube that we bought early, like at the first
Hmm.
minute of the game, is where our lich was.
That's 2 orbs lit. Kumo has entered the ring at, we'll call it 16:15. 16 minutes in, and we got, 3 characters in motion. That's per good. That's per real good.
I don't know if I saw it, but has Misfits seen Kraken yet?
If they have, they ducked out immediately because I know
Yeah.
Link was in the area of Cardia, but I don't remember him going. Like, he would have ducked out immediately.
Yeah. Because if they have seen it, then Kuma already knows where there is a fiend he can do.
Yes. With all the pieces we have, we know the location of Kraken. I believe we've seen Elflin, so we know the location
Oh,
of Bane. At that point, it's putting the bits together, and then we're good.
oh.
Oh.
So Woobear he went a lich of finding. Looks like at least that's where I'm pretty sure where I saw him last. He wiped out and then suddenly was back in the Elfland area.
Oh no.
I think maybe he went up there, and I don't know if maybe he didn't save before going in or the save. Yeah, I'm not sure. But we're headed back,
Mhm.
and we saw Kumo going in. So we've already seen King and Sarah. So you technically don't need to do Garland there in Canaria Castle until like you're going into. However,
Right.
Kumo Kumo did a smart. He
Hmm.
went in and he took out not Kraken Garland because with these 2 orbs down,
Hmm.
that Garland kill is going to get you far more experience than it normally would, which gives him
Hmm.
a pretty decent starter levels. Like he's already what 14 from
Hmm.
Garland and the Pirates. That's not normal, but in these flags it is. So it's a really smart idea.
Meanwhile, 2 good notes from Sir Linkalot clearing out this here ice loop. We found the canoe down in the 6 chest room. We also found a free ribbon. Normally, ribbon, hey, best thing in the world, but it turns out that in this world, ribbons are not special, and you can literally buy them at the store.
They make your hair pretty. I contest they are still special. So
Uh,
Woobear's trying to nuke down the lich, who looks like he is ready for winter.
mhm.
He's like a snow princess lich, but he goes down to a quick, like all good liches should.
Yep.
And in comes Luffy.
Luffy entering the ring at, call it 1902.
About 3 minutes later than Kumo.
Mhm. Now, I don't think we have had any sighting of Tia yet.
We have not. I don't think. I haven't seen it, but I mean,
Hmm.
there's a lot of people going on the stream.
Yeah,
So
I know.
it could have easily been missed.
So Merry Band of Misfits,
Tracker confirming. No Tia yet.
mhm,
See, we're doing better than we thought. High five, partner.
right? Merry Band of Misfits is looking for Kraken and Tia. Temple of Friends Revisited is looking for Carrie and Tia. Um, but we're gonna take we're gonna hit the brakes real quick because we found an eye and we have what I believe to be a black belt. Just we're gonna sit here for a bit, and then it doesn't matter what we find or when we find it, it's just gonna go boom. For what it's worth, Luffy also in possession of a black belt. Will be interesting to see if he goes for a similar get online as fast as possible strat. He's taking early levels. He's gonna go blow up
Oh,
pirates real quick.
oh, he just did the co-op thing again. So Shun finds Bahamut, bounces back out.
Uh-huh.
Right after that, Woobear finds the loose tail.
Hmm.
I think Ashun was going back in.
Pretty deep in here, if it's in here.
I'll be
I
honest,
think.
I don't remember which Cardia
Mhm.
hole Bahama was in. Um, that water. You got temp or nuke. I'm just saying. If you need levels, that's a decent way to
Mhm.
get them.
So 21 minutes in, both teams 2 orbs each. Merry Band of Misfits is effectively in key item go mode. Asterisk, we still haven't found Tia. So right now they are the ones with the lead, but it all comes down to how the teams clear out what is remaining, how they get ready for Topher, and what Topher has in store for them.
Opal bracelets and Gaia for like 10,000 gold. That's a nice price. Oh, and Woo Bear with the reroll. We're going
Hmm.
Thief Black Belt Mage. It's
Deep black belt, red, red,
red, red, red.
and away we go.
I don't hate it because I mean we've got Nuke at 1, we've got Life at
Mhm.
2.
And if we have knowledge of where that eye tile is, then yeah, we take a couple fights, get us into fighting shape, and we just sit on the eye tile, and so we're good to go.
We've also got Invis 2 at Elfland, which are
Hmm.
so that the white red mage can learn and might be real handy. The two like we kind of really want that I don't know if we've seen. So we haven't seen Timber yet, or have we?
I don't believe so.
But oh,
Checking
and
our
Fast
tracker,
was at 1. I forgot Fast was at 1.
we might have seen Temper as it is at level 6. It would have been over at Crescent.
Oh,
And we did
no,
see the
no,
Temper
tracker
Hammer,
put it.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a Temper Hammer at 1, Fast at 1.
Mhm.
Yeah, I ain't got like I ain't saying this because I love my black mage.
Yeah.
But I don't hate the double red play because it's 2 life casters, 2 fast casters with temper swords, and they both have invis too. It's really,
Yeah.
really good. I'm not even sure I'd
Yeah.
have taken the thief at that point. I think you just take 3 mages.
There's something to be said for avoiding ambushes, but there will come a
Sure.
point where that thief where
I feel like
I'd
it's gonna
rather have
come
a
to a point.
yeah. Well, maybe they could
I
just
just
dodge tank in the front with a temper hammer. Like,
sure. But like my thing is like there's gonna be a point where that black belt's gonna be big and
uh-huh.
everything's gonna want to run from it. So you
Hmm.
won't need the thief as much. Or you class change and that thief gets nuke fast and a temper hammer.
Hmm. So what entrances
Sweet.
have we not been to yet? I'm checking our entrance tracker. We probably haven't seen canoe lock stuff yet. I don't think.
We
Yeah.
are we have, I just don't remember. There was someone on Misfits because I think they were waiting on the canoe to get dropped on them. They were just hanging out by the river. So we're just now doing some of those. I'm not 100% sure where they are or what they are because everyone's in a location not outside of it. But
Mhm.
oh, I just saw a pretty blue dinosaur over on Woo Bear. Okay, so that's
Yes.
not a
But
tile, but I wonder where it is on the encounter table.
I don't think we were looking for it. I think we had been walking for a while when we stumbled into it.
Mm-hmm. But we're looking for it now.
Yeah. Yep.
Ooh, it's the first encounter.
Hello. And it's not that terrible of a run to get to it.
Why are we running from it? Oh, we're just looking to see what the second run is. Maybe?
Might be looking. Oh, it's blue
Oh.
because we have palette shuffle on.
Never mind. It's not the pretty blue one we thought it was.
Porm.
This, my friend,
And
don't play with pilot shovel. It would confuse me.
we're looking over here, and it's still wrong. And we're looking over here again. And that's bad. And we're looking down here. And it's still bad. And a little more.
I would walk
And we hate it.
100 miles. I wonder.
Me,
I don't know if has the Temple of Fiends Revisited boys. Um have they seen the eye?
I don't know. But what I'm looking at right now is Merry Band of Misfits. There is a powered black belt that is going up against Kraken. It's not doing terribly much damage. I will say that. I don't think we've reached final form with it. We are taking advantage of that life won in battle. Kraken's doing ink, which is very nice of it. We are continuing the punch, but unsure if this is a problem of not enough levels or too much evasion on that Kraken because we're only managing a couple hundred damage per punch. We're still trying. The tempers are still happening. Gonna try a little bit of healing. Gonna try more. Only thing left right now is the black belt that punches through and light the orb. Dark Moon is now in the game. All 4 orbs have been lit, but we are still looking for that very elusive Tia.
Oh, and we got another re-roll on the left side. I think someone else is getting themselves a black belt.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a bad play. Use the party that's fast to explore to help you find things. And then when it's time to get levels, you just like, well, you don't need y'all no more.
So, Merry Band of Misfits camping out on the eye tile as Guardian Marcus has sight of the Tia bridge. So now Dark Moon knows where we're going. It's behind the rod lock, but now Dark Moon needs levels. And what if I told you I think I know where he's going?
And so means they're about to find the Tia behind this rod lock too.
Mm-hmm.
They still need a third orb.
They do. They still need carry.
So Loopy might be about to do a Tia.
Mm-hmm.
And then if Loopy gets through Tia, then it'll be up to Pickles to do carry.
Yes.
Well, Luffy said, uh-uh.
Luffy says, nah. Still looking for... I think they are still looking for a grind tile. I don't know if they found or remember where the eye was.
And
Oh, we're
Carrie
grabbing Bane.
So Carrie? Oh, okay. Carrie
Yep.
was at Northwest Castle. Either they not seen her,
Or seen and forgot.
or yeah, I'm gonna assume maybe they just didn't see her, haven't been down all the way to find her. Because I would assume, like, I don't know exactly what Luffy's levels are. However, Woad said they did see her. Well, I wonder why they
Yeah.
haven't done. Okay. You know what? It might be the case of where I was talking earlier. Save the easier fiend for the last one because they can get through it faster.
Yep.
Because then Pickles can get through her faster, and then once that 4th orb is lit, getting levels on his black belt is going to be super fast.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, Dark Moon has arrived at the eye tile, and we gonna be here for a minute.
We sure are. Yeah, because that black belt punched an eye and it barely tickled it. So, yeah.
That's fine. Just nuke it a couple times, and then we get rid of we get rid of the other party members somehow. It'll be fine. We'll be fine. Everything's fine. Speaking of fine, here is Luffy walking up to Tia, down a black belt, but that's not how we're killing Tia today, so it's fine. Everything's fine. Also, we have life.
It's real good. And yeah, I don't often say this, but in these flags, Life 1 is really, really good compared to Life 2 because Life 1 is you can use in battle. It's
Mm-hmm.
not a brand new flag, but it is one of our newer flags that I know a lot of people like. Because in the vanilla game, life spells don't work in battle. Now you can have Life 1 and Life 2 work in battle. In these flags, only Life 1 works, but still, sometimes that Life 1 you bring them back. They're barely standing, but it might be enough to get you through, or to get off a heal or a heal spell or something, and then they're standing upright and they're swinging or punching or casting a spell, and then it's good times again.
Luffy has been spending a lot of time with fights on this here Bridge of Destiny. I am willing good RNG his way. I want to see these Banes work. Bane the first goes off, does not happen. Punch, sad. Quake, nah. Bane, no. And Tia blows up one of the Bane casters. Will we use a turn on life? No, we are continuing with Bane strats. Punch goes out, 3 hits, single digit damage. We remove that, helps speedify our turn order. Dark isn't going to do much. More punch, but from the wrong character. Single hit, 1 damage. Bane still not landing. Final cast as we dodge the fire 2. Does not work. He resets and is going back in.
One of the worst things about doing this in this flag set, and anyone who's played something similar knows, is when your way through a fiend is an insta kill and it doesn't work, and you know the only way to do it is that insta kill, so you have to try again, but it's multiple floors down.
Mm-hmm.
It makes you sad, quite sad. Now it's not so bad if like the fiend is right there at the beginning of the entrance and you can walk in, you're like, heck yeah, fiend floor. If this doesn't work, well, we're just going right back in. But when you have to go down 2 or 3 or 4 floors to get back to it, oh, it feels the worst.
Now, there is something to be said for why I still like the Bane approach versus the grind up and punch approach, because if we look over on the right hand side, the whole of Merry Band of Misfits is grinding, and that's great, but the problem is that the one with the lowest levels has to be the next one to do things before any of the other 3 can do anything else. So while we're yes, eventually it will be a guarantee that Dark Moon can take down this Tia 1, but in the meantime there's a lot of just kind of sitting and waiting on the part of the rest of his team. Meanwhile, Luffy is trying to go in far sooner, and going with the bet on RNG for the insta-kill play just to try and get Pickles into motion that much faster, and then Pickles can try to quick kill Carry, and then they can grind at an even faster rate.
I'm
Let's
somewhat
go.
torn watching Darkmoon get these levels because he's at a level now where he could possibly, like, is he all the way up where he needs to be? No. But with fast, with temper, I wonder if there's merit to say, okay, leaving the grind early, taking out that fiend, and coming back and finishing it.
Mm-hmm. Meanwhile,
Especially
we
because
are
that eye is so quick to the entrance. Yeah.
mhm, we're just hoping against hope that one of these Banes lands. We are now on Bane number 6 for this fight, still ineffective. Tia leaning on a very sad spell list right now. We're bringing out the Quakes just because 356, might as well, let's try it.
Ooh,
Bane
we got
number
there.
8, 9 something gets the job done, and Pickles is a go.
Already, we're not seeing it.
Meanwhile, Dark Moon is here. I don't. Was this the dungeon that has the rod lock in it? Might be, because I know it was somewhere deep in there.
Yeah, Broadlight. Yeah,
Yeah, there it
so
is.
Broadlight
Okay.
is there on the first floor, so it's easy to where
Yeah.
it's at. But yeah,
The different colored floors threw me off, but we now have both teams with both, like, all 8 runners on stream are all doing things at the same time. We are in motion. Dark Moon getting ready to light the final orb, get his team Topher bound, as Pickles is looking to try to catch up as fast as possible, while the rest of the team does what they can for a grind. Shum picking up probably the ribbons? No, some weapons? What are we looking for? A Coral Sword, mayhaps, to take on these Gershark Wizzsahag tiles. Not the fastest grind in the world, but at this level of experience, I'd be happy with it. If it's on a safe place, yeah, sure, let's take it. Meanwhile, Dark Moon continuing to press through. Was that high 20s?
he was just shy of 30 last I looked, and he walked out after that. So I think he's around 30. Yeah.
Will be interesting.
Okay, so out of the two of us, you are definitely the numbers person here.
Uh-huh.
So if our Timberlake Fiends were visited, okay, so it looks like they're all just headed to that tile. Once we get it down to just the black belt,
Hmm.
I'm correct in guessing that like that fight's going to be more experienced than this eye is, right?
It is, but there will be upwards of 3 actions, because I believe that fight is
Yeah.
1 to 2 Gersharks with up to 1 Wizzsahag. Um, the Gersharks, I think, are worth more than the eye, but I think the Wizzsahag is not. So, on average, I think it'll be comparable. Because every time we punch a Gershark, we win, and every time we punch a Wizzsahag, we lose. So as long as there's, on average, 2 Gersharks, we're fine. Or 0 Wizzahags, we're fine.
Like I'm trying to see exactly what the eye is giving now that like Link's down to 2, and I could kind of see it, but I'll be honest. A spring chicken I am not. And I'm over here with my old lady lies just a squinting trying to read it.
Now,
It is hard.
speaking of difficult things, Dark Moon has only managed to carry un black belt to the Tia fight. This black belt is like 35. This might be a rough time of it. 6 hits, 129. We need more than that. 176. Incoming melee takes us down to 200. More
Ooh.
melee yet takes us down. Gonna
I
want a
can
full party
see
for
it.
that.
Yeah, you're gonna need support magic. You're gonna need that fast. You're gonna need that
Mhm.
temper.
It cannot be understated just how truly monstrous the final fiends of the final round are. Um, that Tia is somewhere between 2,500 and 3,500 health. We're
And that's
gonna
the
need
first.
more than a plucky attitude to get through that.
Darkwing watches this back in here and said you said he had a plucky attitude. He's gonna be like, sir, have you met me? He's gonna wonder if you and he are friends at all.
So Link,
I didn't see on Darkwing's side what killed the rest of his party.
it was something on the Bridge of Destiny because we got everybody there, I think. So I believe Sir Lancelot has a 50 black belt online. I have not looked at Guardian Marcus recently, may be similar. Kumo is continuing the grind based on health. Based on health, I think we're there actually. Might just be there, might just be working on the rest of the party, as Darkmoon has returned.
With the full party. This should be doable.
What are we doing? We're doing melee, we're doing fast on the black belt paunch, fast, not life, nuke. We settled on nuke. Fast goes off. Melee for basically nothing. Incoming melee takes us down to 100. Nuke for 146. A fasted paunch, 7 hits, 180, I think that was. Gonna want to find the gas pedal for this. Nuke for 256. Incoming melee takes away half the black belt's health. Punch for 249. Nuke for 187. Progress is being made, but will it be enough? More nukes continue. Nuke for 156. Punch for 294. Nuke for 228. Is, again, solid round. We still have 5 or 6 charges of nuke left. If we can sustain this and Tia starts pulling out the garbage dump spells like this one, then I think we have a chance to make it through this. Nuke for 132 is okay. Punch for 148 is not. Let's try nuke, punch, nuke some more. Nuke goes out for, I think it was 104. Nuke for 159. Incoming melee removes our thief meat shield. 5 hits, 349. The assault continues. Nuke for 164. Nuke for 110. Nuke rolls not being kind to us. Fire 2 takes out one of our nuke casters. Not great. 6 hits, 64 damage terminated. That is the 4th orb lit for the Merry Band of Misfits at 4322. They are Topher capable now.
Yep, Darkmoon can go finish his grind, which is going to go significantly faster now that all 4 orbs are lit. And everyone else whose grinds are done can start diving Topher now. Which we see Kumo going in. First in 43 minutes, like 52 seconds or something like that.
Yeah, call it that.
That's so fast.
Right?
I'm not gonna lie, it feels like it is much longer into this race than it is with so much going on. I looked at the clock and I went, it's only been 44 minutes. How?
That's the magic of Fall League finals is so much happens in such a compact amount of time.
Well, that or maybe it's because number one practice certainly didn't go this well.
It didn't go this well. So
It didn't.
I mean,
at least so far. Who knows what they're about to find in Temple of Fiends Revisited.
I mean, based on our practice, like that's how we got in the race for 3rd. Meanwhile, our on-stream runners, Temple of Friends, is continuing some grind. Shum continuing on the, I believe that's the Gershark Wizag tile, closing in around 30. Woobear doing some shopping, Luffy doing some shopping, Pickles doing whatever is possible to land here at Northwest Castle. We are going to attempt carry. We're going to attempt carry.
I didn't catch what Pickles' levels were. But
can't be terribly high with the black belt at 500 health.
Yeah, but we've got fast, and if we, honestly, I think the fasted black belt even at a low level, and the nukes will be fine getting through carry. It'll be even more fun if we've already got a temper hammer on somebody on that party.
Meanwhile, the first of Merry Band of Misfits has made it to Lich 2. Lich opens with ink, as any good Lich does, but survives that first punch for, that was like 1400, I think? Uh-huh. It's close to a maximum health Lich.
Okay.
28-27, there's no more Lich. Fine paste where the Lich used to be.
Oh, what was that I just saw? Oh, that black belt. We're gonna need you to hit that carry just a smidge harder over there on Pickle side. If we want to get through it, get forward slit. It was hitting for double digits.
Ooh.
Ew, indeed.
So, Kumo moving up to the carry 2 fight. Temper goes off. Carry deletes one of our mages, but that's fine. Outgoing Bonge, 1465. Carry 2 still present. We are continuing the Temper Hammers until morale improves. More power. Outgoing Bonge, 3160. That was a number that started with a 3 and it was 4 digits. There is no more carry 2.
Sure isn't. There's also no more carry one, so Pickles is now finishing up his grind. So is the rest of his team. Shoe's shopping, so I'm going to assume the shoe is done. Got a grind ahead of the Topher, so now it is very much. Oh, he's got temper hammers on everybody. I'm gonna show my age. In other words, it's hammer time.
Okay.
You know how much I
So,
love you for that right now. I don't feel old and alone. Even if no one else got it, at least you got it. It's fine, Grandpa. We're fine.
I'm just over here in Moroccan chair as Kumo approaches Kraken 2. Guardian Marcus not too far behind Sir Lancelot on carry 2. Third verse, same as the first. We do temper, we do fast, we do punch, and we do... Ooh, no! A bit of a spicy element. We're doing some Invis 2. Outgoing punch for 1600 or so. Invis 2 goes off. Temper goes off. Melee to the black belt. Takes it to 300. Do we have anything that we're going to do about it? Yeah, we're going to temper hammer. That's what we're doing about it. No brakes, only gas. Let's go. Temper goes off. Temper goes off. Punch. 2350. Ain't gonna punch me anymore.
So let's say you're like, are we gonna do anything about it? Yeah, we're gonna make sure that Kraken knows not to hit us ever again. We're gonna make him pay for his transgressions.
Yeah, Kumo understands that frequently the solution is more power.
Sure was there. All right, so as Kumo's pulling up Tia 2, Guardian's pulling up Tia 2, actually just passed, and Dark Moon is in. So we have all of our Merry Band of Misfits are in Temple of Fiends Revisited, hoping to beat Temple of Fiends Revisited.
Invis 2 going off for Kumo as Guardian Marcus is doing some ruse strats to try and shield the thief from getting meleeed. Works well. Slow 2 intercepted. We now have 3 runners on Tia 2. First one goes down for Guardian Marcus as the Tempers continue for Kumo. Incoming melee for Sir Lancelot's black belt doesn't do very much. Fire 3 is not going to do much of this party. We found ribbons at the store. Outgoing 2330. Down goes Tia 2 for Kumo. Outgoing 1495. Sir Lancelot's Tia 2 still there. Let's get a look at who our boss is. That is the C fight. That is a Kraken 1, that is a Kraken 2, and that is some combination of Arsahags and Wizzahags, and gosh, wouldn't you know it, today the Arsahags have Blaze. So
fun.
It's a Hagen Wagon, that's the name of it.
It's a Hagen Wagon. I kind of like that. That's funny.
So a nuke goes out before the Arsahags can do anything, so Guardian Marcus is probably feeling okay. Blaze comes out against Kumo's party, but we have ribbons, so that's fine. Invis 2 stuff is going off. Ruse on the black belt, Tempers ongoing. One of the Krakens opening with a Fire 3, that was probably of the 2 flavor. We are continuing evasion strats over on Guardian Marcus's side. Nukes continuing on Sir Linkalot and Kumo. Trying to get down to a 4v2 nice and fair fight. Invis 2 continuing for Guardian Marcus, Tempers going off for Kumo. We're gonna try a little bit of melee power now. We're just gonna leave the Wizzahags there, and we're just gonna invis through it over on Sir Linkalot's side. Temper going off, invis going off. Nuke removing the last of the Wizzahags over on Kumo's side. Guardian Marcus down to just the Kraken 2, never mind 2600 damage. Guardian Marcus is the first through, call that 5133. We have Sir Linkalot through one of the Krakens. We're still kind of just whatever about the Wizzahags. Maybe this nuke will take them out, gets rid of most of them. Second nuke gets rid of all of them. Will there be a paunch for 1,000? That's not enough. Hang on, let's reset that dial. As Kumo is also down to just the Kraken 2. The Tempers are ongoing. Sir Linkalot is through that Kraken 2. Call that 5201, maybe 52 even. 3191 Kumo through as well. Call that 5209.
We're 3/4 of our way
Bam!
through. GG.
3/4 of the way through for Merry Band of
GG.
Misfits. Dark Moon on the way, as is all of Temple of Friends Revisited in Topher.
Almost. We're still waiting on Pickles. Pickles is still finishing their grind.
Oh, that's right. They're using the Temple of Fiend style. Yeah. So,
All right, I'm going to give a shout out to Woat, one of our mini trackers in chat. As someone may have noticed in chat, when we do co-op and it's 2v2, one person finishes, you get a G. The second one, you get your GG. Well, with 4 on a team, we're playing around in chat trying to figure out how to make it work. I'm gonna now just say that from now on we do what Woat did in chat. When it's 4, the first is a C, and then the second finishes it off into a G.
Yep.
And then when you got 3 done, it's GC, and then when you get your 4 done, you finish it off to your Gs.
That makes sense to me.
There you go.
So Dark Moon on to Tia 2, doing many a punch and many a nuke, trying to blast through. Shum, Werebear, and Luffy taking on the Temple of Fiends Revisited as well. 2 carry 2 fights in a Tia 2 fight. Woobear going to be the first of their team to see the Sahagan Wagon surprise. Pickles is continuing the grind. Let's see where... Into the 40s. And continuing. Wants at least 42. Don't blame him for that. Shum and Luffy onto the water floor. Woobear to the final fight just behind Dark Moon. Dark Moon knew this was coming. Woobear did not. Over on versus Woobear, Kraken opens with Ink. That's pretty good. Versus Dark Moon, Arsahags open with Blaze. That is unfortunate, but we've got 4 ribbons, so we're doing okay. Nuke to clear away these Sahags first would seem to be the prudent course of action. Down go the Sahags, just versus the Krakens now. Some Quad X's happening, some Tempers happening. One of the Krakens deletes a red mage. Are we going to do anything about it? We're going to go with the fast. As Shum and Luffy are on the Kraken 2 fight, Woobear just demolishing his way through the Sahagan Wagon fight. Dark Moon continuing to take more party casualties. We have no more mages. Do we have the power to make it through? That was 5 hits for 1,000. That seems pretty good to me. More temper, more punch. Incoming melee, 2 hits for 86. 18 hits, 3,000 damage. That is Dark Moon through. Merry Band of Misfits with an official FFR bot time, 55 minutes and 14 seconds. GG.
GG indeed.
Meanwhile,
they want to-
yeah,
Okay.
we'll see if we get them. Meanwhile, Woobear has made it through the final fight. Shum and Luffy are on tier 2. Pickles has finished the grind and has entered Topher. He's gonna make a run, see where they get, but right now it's Shum and Luffy, and I just heard a gazillion dinging noises, which means I think the merry band of misfits has joined us. GG, y'all.
GG, hi.
GG's. What's up?
Hello.
Hello.
Well, you sure sound happy.
It was
There might be
stressful.
there might be a reason for that. I don't know.
Maybe just a little one.
hmm
Oh my god.
So how was that?
So that
Crazy.
was our best time.
By 10 minutes.
Huh?
That was a 10-minute PB for us.
Well, I mean,
will
we gave
say,
you a level
that
1 nuke.
seed- that seed did seem pretty kind.
Yeah.
At least what I've seen in these fights, and what I've heard through the grapevine of some of the practices that I know everyone's doing, that some of these are real nasty.
Mhm.
Yep.
Some of them were- Yeah, we specifically re-rolled, and after our first practice where we had easy mode, we specifically re-rolled if the seed was too easy because we wanted real practice. So no hurt all, no excal, nothing like that. We just wanted to go.
Yeah, our first practice had fighters with legendary swords. We're like, we don't care about promotion. We already can equip the Excal.
That was fun,
Like you're
but that
saying,
wasn't a good practice.
Is you started off on a lie.
Yeah,
First practice was just a lie.
Actually, I
Well,
think
I
the
think
first
what-
practice was almost our longest too. Is
yeah.
actually
And
crazy.
then
Mhm.
our second practice we did, I think we rolled like fighter hurt all, and then it was
Yeah.
thief with legendary swords and teleport magic on the next seed. So we re-rolled like 3 or 4 times just to get a seed that was worth playing.
Yeah, we just saw Shum finish, and almost immediately after we saw Luffy finish. So now we're just Pickles taking out a carry, but has lost a mage. Oh no, we've lost 2 mages now.
Oh no, that's ban mode there.
Spooky.
That doesn't feel
That's not
good. So,
So I have
Wow.
a question. I have a question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unless you want to wait until we get them in, then you can tell us. What was their first fiend and when did they kill it?
You know what? Hang on. I
We
can
got
tell
a
you.
tracking
We
sheet
got-
that can answer that.
Hey.
Woohoo. So the first fiend on their team was Kraken at 9 minutes 13 seconds.
That's pretty good still.
yeah,
Yeah. I was very happy with my like 6-minute cake on
Carry,
Carry?
yeah,
Yes.
it was
That
good.
was beautiful.
I looked it up like
Yes.
earlier today. I'm just like, Carry doesn't resist time or earth. I'm like, it's not great chances, but if you throw enough cake at Carry, she's eventually going to want to eat one of them.
Yeah.
So maybe if I get cake and I just saw cake level 1, I'm like, okay, and cake, I'm like, I got 3 cake casters. Like,
Yep.
Carry's
Oh, no.
potentially doable.
it was real good.
The black belt just got slow tooed.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh,
but no,
no.
there was a bit of route divergence. So they found Kraken, and they hadn't seen the carry. So you found the carry and did carry. Shum was doing Kraken because Shum hadn't seen carry.
I mean, that's just checking all the top levels and hoping.
Well, there was major divergence at the start because Link, you were focused on inner C checks,
Mhm.
whereas Shum went straight for Cardia.
We know, that's what they do.
This is why you watch the videotape. I knew that's what they did, so I'm doing something different. Because if I find something better, hey.
How about those eyes?
How about those eyes? That was like a combined 40 minutes of like all 4 of your runs over there, I think.
But it was a good grind.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, all right, we need to find a grind. Like the first grind I check I'm like, all right, cool, we found our grind. Let's go. We just need to find the
more
rest of
than
the
a
fiends
day.
and the items, and we're good to go.
I feel bad for this fight. This fight is not going to be pretty.
We just punch for victory. It's fine.
I'm guessing they didn't find the Roo stick.
I don't know. I don't I didn't
If
see
they didn't find the
Rooster,
eye,
so
they didn't find
Yeah.
the rooster.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, if
That's
you
true.
kind of find one, you find the other one.
Yeah,
Okay,
there
so
was
that's
one in
what it was.
ordeals as well. Yeah.
So, with the stun present, we are continuing to attempt to punch. The Sahags are meleeing that thief, and then a Kraken steps up and says, "Don't worry, I got this." Kraken 2 melees the black belt. Pickles is down. We're going back inside.
We're coming back. We want revenge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
So-
don't think anyone on our team was going to bother with ordeals once we had our Como. There's no reason.
There was a lot of I believe they cleared ordeals looking for the rod.
Mhm.
It took a while before either team caught sight of Tia.
Yeah, rod lock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were like in Gomo, and I'm just like, we still might need the rod just in case. So keep checking. I'll keep checking incentives, and finally saw the rod. Be like, okay, now we're officially in Gomo. Tia's got to be somewhere that we can get to.
Nothing else.
and,
that we can
and
care
of course,
about.
it was the very last place we looked to. So
Yeah.
Yeah, their team found Tia a little bit before, I think, and also Tia was their third kill. They actually held Carrie off for last.
Carrie's rough if you don't insta kill her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in our practices, we were bracking Kraken and Tia, and we were quaking Lich and doing things that way. It wasn't until research turned up a weakness for Carrie that we really felt comfortable with that.
I mean, I wouldn't say a weakness. It's just more there's a
More
chance.
likely. Yeah, more likely.
Yeah, it can work. Just
Actually, you know what? I know why we got Carrie like that. So
Yeah?
our practice last night, Kraken 1 and Tia 1 refused to be bracked. I bracked Tia 1 16 times before it finally stuck. I don't even want to know how many times Kraken 1 was. It was a lot.
There was a lot of cracks and Banes, and it was like 4 dips before he died.
Yeah, they didn't
Yeah.
want to die, so the game was finally like, all right, we gave you all that bad RNG last night. Here you go. You can have this quick Carrie kill.
Oh. My god, so gross.
Mhm.
I don't know.
And
I,
there's.
Hmm?
I was gonna say there's something also particularly gross about the final bosses that have 2 or more of like a fiend in them.
Mhm.
Just because that's so much health.
It is. Especially in this flag
That's why you cast punch.
set. We capped it hard.
We reinforced our punch.
So Pickles through the carry 2 fight, now headed down to the water floor. We've got life. We're gonna do some chugging real quick. Do I have any other questions? Actually, I do have one question. Was there any strategy into the order of your team?
Do we want to spill the beans?
Sure,
Yeah,
why not? They see it now, so like if they see us again, be like, well, we know what they're probably gonna do. So
When we established
I
it,
was gonna say, feel free to let us know because 3 of the 4 people on my team up at third place where it's on Sunday are in the booth, and it didn't look like anybody is currently watching from the other team. Tell us all your secrets.
we went with Link first because he, in all the races that we did across the weeks, he was the fastest. Guardian was consistently the second fast, so he went second. And then in practices, we tested Kumo last and we tested me last, and it seemed like my grind, I'm comfortable going in at Topher at slightly lower levels than some of my characters, and my grinds generally went faster than Kumo's did. So Kumo went before me just so he could get his grind going earlier, and clear through. And it just felt like it also gave a chance for padding, just so that since I'm still doing my grind after the fiend goes, and because I go up halfway, kill a fiend, and then go back to grinding. That gives the rest of them time that if there's a wipe or something, they can catch back up before I'm ready to go. That was our whole end game order and strat.
That and when the RNG bug bites hard,
Mm-hmm.
we'd
Yeah,
have
we
a
had-
chance to.
what was it? There was at least one ult fiend that we fought where didn't you get like zapped on your black belt at level 50, and that basically wiped you? Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. I was like, okay, well, thanks guys, appreciate it.
Yeah, we didn't have ribbons. We didn't have any ribbons that seed. They weren't for sale, and we couldn't find them. So we're just like, okay, well.
We had natural M death, and that was it.
Lich zap my whole party except for my black belt.
Yeah, you had to respawn that one.
Don't tell me the numbers, Classy. Don't tell me the numbers.
Well, I'm just gonna put this out there. You can say 3256 on Zap, but I don't care what it says. Like if I have a ribbon or high M def, Zap is more like 25% chance I'm gonna die.
Borderline 100.
Yes.
And if black belt only gets 3 M death.
All right, hold on. We're getting a bit of a victory
victory
lap.
lap, we got
Woo! Well-deserved victory lap.
Yeah. Victory lap.
He's making sure he gets all the coins on the floor.
Slow walk.
He's silent now.
Oh. Now it's more of a casual victory stroll.
Yep.
Hey.
That's I can respect it.
Oh my God, I love
He's been sprinting for a while. He's out of breath. He's got to slow it down.
Yeah.
Make sure to grab a Gatorade and a power bar before you go in. You know?
We got a boss fight after this. We got to save some of our stamina. Like.
There we go. Steve gets a little confused there.
We slow walk in. We do a little bit last healing. Let's see how this goes. A 1, a 2, no, hang on. It's no. And a 3.
Oh, so good.
We're going temper, double nuke. Nuke goes out. This is probably going to solve our red Sahag problem. Does kind of a lot to the Kraken too that was down there. Doesn't take out any of these Wiz Sahags. They're trying to go for the black belt. One of them finds purchase. Second nuke is going to solve the Wiz Sahag problem. Kraken going for the black belt with stun touch. Other Kraken going up top there. Stun touch.
No.
That's a problem because stun removes avoidance. We're tempering. We're hoping. Incoming melee stuns, 7 hits, 742, down goes the black belt. We do have life in battle, but I don't think we have any restorative magic that's not life, so we're on life and heal. Ink goes out, heal, inopportune moment, life goes off. Hey, look at that, 16 health, Quad X comes out. The offense is back online, we're healing as hard as we can heal. Fire 3, black belt is once again down. Thunder comes in. Does some damage. The heals go off. Our thief is still stunned. We're trying life again. Heal pot again. Bad turn order on life versus heal pot. Life goes off. Melee hits one of the red mages, but it's still present. Blaze takes it out, though. We are down to a single mage. Life to the black belt. Incoming melee destroys the thief. Life works. Ink does nothing. We're going to try just to try and get through. No, Kraken gets there first, and Ice 2 adds insult to injury. How many more life charges we got? We're looking, we're thinking, we got 6. What are we rusing? Are we rusing? Are we lifing? We're thinking real hard. Buffering, we're gonna go with ruse strats. Ruse goes off, Ink goes out. The Krakens are kind to give us some time to get these ruses up. Thunder takes us under 300. We got 2 ruses down. We're going to try a third one. Ruse goes off. Ice takes us below 200. 2 crits through evasion for 282.
Oh, no.
And that is a forfeit from the Temple of Friends Revisited. Give them a GG anyway. It was hard fought.
That is a very well earned GG. That
GG's
was
all the same.
Mm-hmm. And I see them in the waiting room. I think I'm going to see if I can yank them in here. Hello. We are joined by the Temple of Friends Revisited. Alt Fiends enabled. It's a party in here.
Excuse me, Alt Friends enabled.
Alt Friends.
Friend. Oh. I read what was on the label. I blame our restreamer. Um,
It says friends.
so
I was gonna be nice and not point that out.
so how'd it go?
All right. I mean, we ended off laughing. I guess that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I felt like it was okay for the most part.
Mm-hmm. So going into this, was there a specific strategy that you wanted to try to implement beyond just like find fiend, push fiend?
You guys
I think
want to go
so.
first?
Yeah,
I
go
think
ahead.
it was mostly just find the fiend, right? Like get everybody online ASAP within reason, not pulling any crazy shenanigans like throwing out 3 and 256s.
Yeah, we didn't think about just like quaking carry.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that's a bold decision.
356 is like 10.
Yeah, it's like 10 and 256. See, this is way better numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my bad. I popped into carry. I think I threw out a quake shirt, but she blizzarded me. Skittle she was playing.
I guess my other question is, I saw a lot of re-rolls going on. Was there the decision to re-roll? Was there a specific was there a specific amount of progression you wanted to complete first, or was it a case of looking at what was in front of you, looking at the tools you had, and deciding, nope, now's the time I'm going to re-roll?
I think a lot of it we were really seeing, like, it was kind of dependent on what fiend we rolled into next. You know, if we came into Tiamat, you know, after finding Kraken, like, we'd want to, you know, something maybe triple red to get all the Bane or Black Mages or something. So it really was going to dictate what we found, I think, to kind of tell us that. We had a final party thought of probably before the race started. We were kicking around a couple different ideas. So by the time I got off, we kind of knew what the final party was, which is what I re-rolled to.
I don't think I have any other questions. Danny, do you have any other questions?
Huh? So I think you honestly probably covered most of them.
I was just gonna say, Kumo and I did our early reroll when we saw Nuke and Lights at level 1, and we were like, good enough for us.
Pretty much.
Yeah, like we had the ideas for like here's what our end game parties are gonna be, and then when we was like, okay, Nuke fast level 1, and as soon as I saw Life at level 2, we're just like Black Belt Thief, double red, done. Like that's the party.
Yeah,
And
that was
end of
kind of what
story.
we came up with too, thinking about it when we found the same thing. That's really what it would. That's why when I went off, we kind of knew what it was going to be. Made sense. It was the right party.
It was. Absolutely. Especially
like
with
Thief-
the end boss the way they were with all those Sayhags, you didn't want to see that Nuke was super helpful.
Yep.
Thief Rainbow was much better for like exploration, but like obviously not
Yeah.
going to be a final taking the
Too
trophy
bad we
over.
couldn't find that dark.
Oh, would have been lovely.
Yeah, we apparently had a not finding eye skill issue as well. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, that was like the
fine,
first grind tile I checked. I was like,
Where
oh,
was
hi,
it?
it's wrong. We found our grind. Okay, let's just go find the rest of the stuff we need. Let's go.
Where was it?
Sharknado floor, like right below the staircase in Sharknado floor.
Of course.
And there was a roost stick in that room too, so that helped too.
Amazing.
That was on me. I thought I checked all 4 of those, but that was on me. Because I think that was the floor that I went to.
Yeah, that's fine.
GG, it was fun.
It was really fun.
League is a lot of fun. It's always fun hanging out and like, you know, getting together and the banter and the, you know, the fun being in the voice chats together. It's a good time. Like it's, you know, it stinks losing. It was fun to make the finals though. GG's to the merry bands. But you know, League is always a good time.
Yeah, I found out that Luffy like really likes cheese.
It is a really good thing, yeah.
All right,
What's your
then I
favorite
think.
cheese?
Well,
Love
yes,
it.
we have to know that.
Locatelli. Sweet and salty.
Ooh,
Like a salty.
Gouda.
Yeah.
Does anybody else have a favorite cheese?
I thought there was some peppers that's like really spicy, like a ghost pepper cheddar or Jack or something.
I like a really smoked Gouda.
It's always a good time. Makes really
Yeah.
good mac and cheese.
You gotta show
Mhm.
some love. Wonderful person, that Brie.
You got a favorite cheese fizzle?
Habanero cheddar.
Nice.
It's real good.
So
All right, I think we're going to move this along then to final thoughts. We'll start with the first place finishers and the champions of Fall League, the Merry Band of Misfits. Final thoughts.
We
I'm,
only. Oh, go ahead.
I'm exhausted.
Our goal this whole entire time was just make it to semifinals.
Yep. We did that and we were happy, and then somehow we just kept trucking. It was like, oh, okay. So, all this was great. It was a great race. We're happy to go up against Topher. It was a great time. I'm looking forward to a nap.
I have to work after this, so.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and second place on stream, first in our hearts, the Temple of Friends Revisited, all friends enabled. Final thoughts.
I'm sure we have them, but we didn't discuss who's talking.
Right. I'll jump in. It was a lot of fun. I was just saying it before. League is a good time. It's always great to hang out with these guys. Wu jumped in for Channigan this year and did an awesome job. It was really great to get to know him better and have some fun. Thanks everybody who crewed. Thanks everybody who put this on, putting the flags together. Looking forward to next year. And GG's, Merry Bands. It was a good game.
Good game.
GG's.
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 Yeah, GG's, and I could have swore Luffy said his favorite cheese was Formunda.
It is.
I love that he popped in just to say that.
All right, Danny, please tell the audience what is coming up.
A lot. Just a lot. We know no other way here. So, first few things that are coming up. We just opened up signups for the very first ever Final Fantasy Randomizer and Final Fantasy Mystic Quest Randomizer AP tournament. Starts in like 2 weeks-ish, if I got my dates right. Signups are open now, so if you play FFR, you play FFMQR, or play both, or whatever, and you want to join the tournament, hop in the Discord, find yourself someone who plays the other game, make a team, and have some fun doing so. We also have our winter marathon coming up. It's our rando marathon. It is open to all randomizers, and I do mean all randomizers. It is going to be taking place December 6th through 8th, and it benefits the Burn Children's Fund. They are an amazing charity that supports the adolescent burn victims in South Carolina and their families. They do a lot of amazing work, and we absolutely love working with them. Submissions are now open until Friday at midnight. Here is a submission form. If you play a randomizer and you'd like to submit a run, we would love to have you. We also have our duck rally coming up. It is an async tournament with ducks, which means if you're just now starting out and you want to do a little tournament with other little duckies that are starting out, we've got a tournament for you. It starts next Sunday, so not tomorrow, but next Sunday. Still time to get involved, start playing, and do that. And then like a month, we'll have winter tournament signups. Like I said, we do a lot. We do a lot.
Lefanium League started
I think-
too, I think so. I don't know if you mentioned that.
The Penny League will start up soon, too.
Hey, well, guess what? We just happen to have the mastermind behind the next Lefinian League in the chat. So yes, kind of.
I'm hoping
we can
to
look
get
over
maybe
that.
some feedback on the flags that I was kicking around. Now that this is over.
Swear.
So
Yeah,
if you want to do another, it's a solo tournament, no teams, no fun stuff, none of that craziness that we've been doing the last 4 weeks. But Levinian Ladder is actually a lot of fun. It's unlike any other event we run. So if you're interested in that, again, join the Discord. Am I forgetting anything else? I don't think so. Everything else is next year. That is a lot of stuff in the next 2 months.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Uh-huh.
Well, heck, while I'm at it, next year we're gonna have our very first FFR in-person event with our marathon. So if you're interested in that, join the Discord.
So much.
Also, FinalFantasyRandomizer.com is where you can find the randomizer. It's where you can find the link to the Discord. If you don't want to go to the website, just want to go to the Discord, it's discord.gg/FinalFantasyRandomizer. I think I'm gonna shut up now, Fizzle. You can do things and head off.
I want to give a very special shout out to the team of folks that made this wild ride of a broadcast possible. That would be our restreamer, Jay Scheidel, and the 4 trackers that we had maintaining the sheet so that we could kind of know what we were talking about. That would be Catnip Bumblefarts, Classic Gamer 76, Thavian Hawk, and Woat. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Also,
And thank you.
and a big also thank you to my co-coms, my partner in crime, Danny. Thanks for doing comms with me on this 8 people thing. This is a lot.
Don't tell anyone else, and not that anyone's gonna be surprised, but you're kind of like my favorite person who comes with. So I was real excited and happy when the fine folks who ran this race asked us to do it. So it was an honor and it was a pleasure to be asked, and it was a ton of fun to do it. So thank you to those who asked us, and thank you to the backup support we had on crew, because boy, we sure couldn't have two-manned this.
For everyone here at the Final Fantasy Randomizer community, thank you very much for watching. My name is Lord Fizzlebeef, and we will see you all next time. Have a good night, everyone.